But we ain't gonna let y'all see how big it is on camera because
I have people who are concerned for my health. You feel me? So
Right.
like, I'm really not even trying to do all that for real. Like, y'all asking for too much at this point. I'm just kidding. Y'all ain't never asked for too much. Y'all asked for just the right amount. Y'all like my bitches. I love y'all. Not calling y'all bitches though. Unless you into that, then yes, you are. But if you're not, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Yo, what the fuck is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Do Say Nights with LV. I might have forgotten the number again. This is episode 82, I believe. 82.
82.
Which means y'all been rocking with us for 82 weeks. We love and appreciate all the support. Remember to like, follow, share, subscribe. Start that email chain for me so I don't have to do it. Shout out to y'all. The Patreon it's out, right? It's out.
Go fuck with it.
It's out, but we're not promoting it just yet because we want to get more content on there for y'all.
Yeah.
But the Patreon is out / coming very, very soon. And we got new merch in the works, so be on the lookout for that.
When last time you been in the sun?
Probably last August.
Damn. Your legs just like pale.
Oh, well, wow. What with these glasses on? You can't even tell. They look brown.
No, your pants look. I mean, your pants. Your legs look pale as fuck.
Yeah, that's wild.
Damn.
I didn't even mean to do all that. Like even the whole thing.
Fuck it. We ball.
Fuck it, we ball. I don't even think my legs and my arms match right now. October's the last time I was in the sun because I was in Puerto Rico.
Right.
That's the last time I got any.
Well, you went to Jacksonville though.
Bro, it was December and it was like 50 degrees outside.
You're right. My fault.
Yeah, I wasn't getting no sun in Jacksonville. But even at that, from December to now, like I know my skin be holding color, but it don't be holding color.
I'm gonna have to take your ass to the beach or something, bro.
Yeah, it's all right. It'll be fixed in like 2 weeks.
UV starting to pick up anyway, so
yeah, like
might as well.
In 2 weeks, it'll be fixed because I want to go to Carowin. Or I want to go to the amusement park.
Yeah,
which Carowin's on.
Carowin, Six Flags, yeah.
Six Flags and shit.
Facts.
We
can go.
That sound like
I want to go. It's this place up in Ohio.
Cedar Point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go to Cedar Point too.
We should make that a thing. We should make that like a end of the summer thing. I said end of summer.
Yeah, but I'm going to Hawaii, so.
And nigga, that's like 2 days.
You act like I got it like that.
You do.
And I'm going for a week, not 2 days.
I'm talking about us going to Cedar Point. Nigga, that's 2 days.
That's like it could be 2 days. Drive up there one day.
Right.
Stay the whole day.
Drive up there early as fuck. Go to the amusement park, tire ourselves out, sleep, and then get the next one and drive back.
How far is that shit? Like 10 hours?
No, Cedar Point is only like 8.
So we
7,
leave
8.
Like midnight one night.
Yeah, get there.
Get
there like 8
a.m.
a.m.
You know what I'm saying? Get there when it opens.
Yeah.
And then be the first person in line for everything. And we got to get the fast pass.
Yeah.
You can't go to an amusement park without the fast pass.
You can't. That's gonna be my first time going to Cedar Point too. Like all of my family have been to Cedar Point, and they used to make it like a yearly trip out of that shit.
Yeah.
And me and Lauren never went.
So now Lauren got to come too?
Lauren got to come. I'm gonna tell her to drive down. It's only like 2 hours for her, 3 hours, if that. So fuck it, we ball. We
get a babysitter for the day now.
Right.
Do
Don't
some.
have to.
You know what's insane? Like kind of going back to last week, doing activities, but getting drunk before them, especially activities like that. I'll never.
Oh, you talking about the activity you and I did?
Well, that, but then also like going to an amusement park. Like I'm not getting drunk before an amusement park.
Oh, dog, you dying.
I throw up all over the place.
You dying. Before the drop, I'm
Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
Wait, hold up. Just so I know if you pussy or not, because I gotta ask this. Which car in the roller coaster you ride on?
I ride anywhere from like 3 to the middle.
Nah, fuck all that. We either gotta run on the first one.
The only reason I've tried to get in the first one, but I've never been able to get the first one because there's always other people in front of me.
You gotta get the fast pass.
No, for sure, I get that.
I'm telling you, fast pass.
But like even then, like it still be people in the fast pass lane.
I'll tell them I'll wait for the next one.
But yeah,
I want either the first roller coaster or the last one.
I feel like if I do the last one, like it's not as beneficial as being in the front.
No, the last one is fire because you got to think it's all momentum and weight, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like all the weight has gone down already. So it's kind of like you get more momentum coming, like on the slopes.
Yeah, I mean I've been at the front of the car. Don't get me wrong. But sometimes, I mean, most of the time, it just ain't worked out that way for me.
You throw your hands up in there or nah?
Yeah.
I don't.
I just be wanting to feel it. Like, I want to be like, damn, lift me up a little bit. Let me see if I'm going to get up out there.
Nah, I'm too like.
So you be holding on?
Nah, I just be like this. Like what I'm doing right now. I just
Nigga,
be like,
nah. Ain't no way.
Chilling.
Ain't no
I don't be yelling either. I just be calm.
Shut up, bro. I don't want to hear it.
I'm telling you, bro. You can see.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie.
You
I'm
can
gonna say this. I be sitting there, and I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes my hands do be up, but sometimes like I just be holding on. But then like I don't be realizing it. But like, I be gripping the motherfucker like hard as hell, and I don't be realizing. I think like my body just automatically
Like,
goes
tense
stiff.
up?
Yeah.
So, bro, you know what the best thing on a roller coaster is? Taking your girl with you, and she's scared. So she like koalas your arm. Oh man, don't get me thinking about that again. Huh?
That thing being a death hold.
I love it.
Hold on, like dear life.
I love it.
No, but I like amusement parks. Like growing up, I didn't used to like them.
Me neither. When I was little,
like, I got on a couple roller coasters, and I'm like, this is a cakewalk.
No, bro. When I was small, like I'm talking like 5, 6, 7, like in that age range, right? We used to have a carnival every year, right? And they had this ride, and it was like a pirate ship, but it go like this.
The swing.
Yeah, bro. I used to cry my fucking eyes out on that. I used to be so scared for my life on that motherfucker.
Did you do the drop zone?
I will. I haven't, but I will.
Okay, I'm gonna say this, and I know this is real because I looked it up. It just ain't no fake ass shit. I looked this shit up. It's in Japan.
I'm not going to Japan.
Listen, we don't we don't have to. I would like to one day in my life, but like if they still got it. But it's this big ass drop zone. I'm talking like 450 feet in the air. And the shit treks up, like normal, treks up, boop, 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 get to the top. And they have like the bungee seat cars.
Yeah.
And they release. So it gets to the top, check, stops, like dramatic, spins probably like twice. Not fast, just like kind of slow. And then it stops again. And it should just drop the seats.
You know where I did a crazy drop zone at? In Vegas. They got one on top of a tower, bro. It's on top of the Strat. It looked like the Space Needle. It looked like the Space Needle.
Yeah.
In Washington, but
that's kind of what that drop zone looks like.
So it's on top of the tower, right? And it's not that high. It might be like, I don't know, 45, 50 feet max, right? Nothing crazy. You go up, it drop you. And then you go up and it drop you. That shit was cool.
Yeah, this one when it dropped the bungee seats out and it's just like people just dangling. Then it starts spinning, motherfuckers.
So the thing about that one, like the cool part is you can see the whole city.
Oh yeah,
like, you see everything
real fast.
Yeah,
just going.
No. Like on the ascent.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
When
like
you first
the
going up,
yeah.
You seeing everything. You're just like, damn.
Yeah,
we like in this city.
That shit is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never been pussy by no roller coaster, but that shit I ain't gonna lie. I used to be pussy by that shit. I'm probably not getting on that one. That shit high as hell.
Which the one in Japan?
Yeah.
Then what the fuck are we going to Japan for?
I didn't say we were. I was just letting you know about it.
You said one day. I hope we can do it.
One day, yeah.
That's crazy.
When my balls drop. I just not today.
I'll do anything. I don't. So here's the thing, right? I don't really care anymore. Like, if I die or not, it really don't. It's neither here nor there to me. So like, I'll just do anything.
Yeah.
That's why when I go out to Cali, I'll be like jumping off cliffs and shit, like into the ocean.
Okay. I'm trying to go bungee jumping, but I feel like at my current weight, they're not gonna let me.
Maybe nah. I'd probably be pushing it kind of.
I'm trying to go skydiving though too.
No, I want to go there. I've been wanting to do that for years.
I don't want the indoor shit. I want the shit at 20,000
I want to go
feet in air.
jump out of a fucking airplane.
Yeah, head first, no parachute.
Well, I don't know about all that. Maybe we could try it, but I don't know how the show's gonna carry on if we both do it.
I'll try first.
You know what's really intriguing to me that I really would do? You know them squirrel suit shits? Like, so it's like a suit you wear, right? Okay. And if you open your arms and your legs, it has like a webbing.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you actually are flying.
Yeah.
That shit's kind of intriguing to me. I think they did it on like Family Guy or some shit, and he crashed into the.
I want to go Paris Ellen too.
Yeah, but I feel like that's kind of easy.
For sure.
I don't feel like there's really any danger in Paris Ellen.
Damn, that shit is strong.
I know. That's what I was trying to tell you. Damn, my legs are pale.
Fuck.
I don't know if I match like my clothes better or like the shoes. Like I don't know.
I think like if you
white or pink.
I think if you take that cup and then just like pour it on your legs and then take a paintbrush and just brush it, I think you'll get a little tan.
Oh, okay. It's like a self tanner.
Right.
Okay. See what you did there. Hey, you like how I actually introed this week?
Yeah, we
we went through a whole episode. I was like 45 minutes in. Oh shit,
it was like we intro. Yeah, no, we intro for y'all this week for sure.
Like real early in the episode and shit. Kind of like how it's supposed to be done.
Yeah. What's your life like this week, man?
Productive.
Yeah.
Productive is the best way I could describe it, but not for the whole week. It's like been half and half.
Okay.
Like the first couple of days of the week, I had to get like back to myself.
Yeah.
For real. And then like once like Wednesday hit, I was cool. I was chilling. Then I just been productive all week. That's my first drink all week.
Proud of you.
Yeah, me too.
I'll say this. This week, I ain't gonna lie. I've been finding Lonnie again.
That's what's up, bro. I like that for you.
Yeah, I've been finding Lonnie again, who he is as a person. But also at the same time, I've been productive. I had a couple jobs lined up for myself. I had a couple things set in motion for myself. But also, like, I just been finding me for real. So I feel like it's been pretty fucking productive this fucking week.
You know what I said recently?
Oh, you said a lot of things.
Well, yeah, but no, like, there's one thing that's just really sticking out to me.
What's that?
Don't ask me who, because I can't remember. I told somebody, I was like, yo, y'all really about to find out why me and Lonnie best friends. Y'all really about to find that out.
Oof. I don't even know what he meant by that, but I guess I'm going to have to find out myself.
Let's just say with the fuck the function.
Jesus. Yeah. Life this week it's been okay for the most part. I felt like, and I feel like ain't nobody really take me serious when I said this, I felt like I was going to come up missing one day this week.
Oh, wait, hold on. So I was going to tell you, I forgot to even like pre-production this, right? So I want to talk about that situation, but I don't want to talk about any specifics of that situation, all right?
Specifics like
where it was at.
Oh, no, for sure.
Why you was out there.
Okay, yeah, no,
who
that's fine.
sent you.
No.
Like, I just want to talk about, like, the specific situation.
And you know what's crazy? I still hadn't said nothing to them.
I said something. I was like, yo.
You did?
Yeah. I was like, yo. But you want to know the craziest part?
Like, all jokes aside, and when I say this, like, I wasn't scared, but, like, I was so fucking uncomfortable. So, like, we may be laughing and joking about it now, but like, when I say I was the most uncomfortable I've ever been in my life, I was so uncomfortable.
Okay, so the craziest part is, and I expected this, actually.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even know what that was.
Oh, wow.
Which I told you that on the phone. Because my whole thing is, why would you, and I wanted to bring this up in a different way, but why would you know about something unless you needed to know about it?
Yeah.
Or like, okay, so before we get into that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna make a comparison because I heard it earlier. Like, if you got a diamond chain, a big ass gold chain, right? You're not wearing that shit to the hood.
No.
Why?
Because that shit gonna get snatched and you're gonna get beat the fuck up.
Because it's danger over there. Like, as tough as you want to be or whatever, right? Even if you strap. If you know that you're putting yourself in a bad position, why the fuck would you just willingly do that?
Right.
Like, that's dumb. That's stupid. So there's a lot of like stuff going on in the world right now as far as, you know, a trial's going on and different stuff, but putting yourself in a bad position, and it's kind of back to what I said last week about these girls picking these dudes that they know is piece of shits, right?
Right.
if you willingly put yourself in that position, you can play the victim, I guess. But you look mighty fucking stupid playing the victim because you knew the danger. If you wear your chain to the hood, you knew the danger of doing that shit.
Cause it's like females be like, oh, I know all red flags and niggas and blah 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 and like, if you knew it, then why are you taking a chance on this? Like, and I get it. Like, a lot of females do feel like a man will change his ways for them, but it's only a man is a man or woman. I'm not just going to specifically say man, but like a person is only going to change their ways if they want to.
True.
It's not because somebody makes them do it.
Facts.
You can make them do it, and it's only gonna be a temporary thing until they feel like you up off their back, and now it's like, oh, I can go back to doing whatever I was doing.
Fuck the function.
Like, you know, that person has to make the decision on their own to be like, I want to stop this shit. I don't want to live this life no more. Like, I want to do right. I want to be good. Like, and that's just gonna be that.
Yeah, but I was saying it more like situational things. Like, let's say that I know this girl she gets around. I'm not even going to say the word that I wanted to say. I just know this girl gets around, right? And I beat Raw. And then I get an STD. Well, I can't really be mad at her. I can't really be mad at her for that shit. I knew what she was going into that. I made actions knowing what the smart action was. So... yeah, nah, you can't play victim in that shit.
Yeah.
I don't really want to get into the Diddy Cassie shit, so I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah, just leave
I don't want to talk about it. Cause I know that I'm gonna say some shit that's gonna piss some people off, which really I don't really give a fuck anymore. But having said that, there are certain times in life when you don't know something because you're ignorant to it. And I'm not saying ignorant in a negative context. I'm saying ignorant in the fact of, why would I know about that when it doesn't apply to me? So this week, go ahead, take away. Tell your story. I'm going to let you tell your story.
So, not getting into the details, but I traveled to this place and for a specific reason. And I got there and everything was all cool and kosher until I saw a couple things. And so I like got skeptical, got suspicious about it. So when I arrived to my destination for the evening, I got a phone call from my good pal here. And, you know, we got to talking or whatever. And I'm like, yo, I feel like I'm in a sundown town.
Now, explain what a sundown town is for the people who don't know, because I learned this week that there's people who don't know what that is.
So a sundown town for people of color, black people, African Americans, is basically like they can't or shouldn't be out after dark. Basically meaning like if you're caught out after dark by Caucasian people, then something bad is going to happen to you, whether it's lynching, potentially dying. Like,
if you get lynched, you're gonna die.
I mean, not always.
Okay.
Look at Emmett Till.
He died.
Yeah, eventually.
And you laughed at it. You lost your shit laughing, watching Emmett Till die. I just want the people to know that. I'm laughing at him. I'm laughing at him. I'm not laughing at what happened.
I didn't laugh at Emmett Till. I did not. That's a very sensitive thing to my culture and my people.
Then would you laugh at?
We're not talking about that right now.
Okay.
But
go back to your story.
He eventually died. He didn't die like immediately. Anyways, but yeah, so basically like anything is bound to happen to you if you're caught after dark, you know, out as a African American black person, you know. So I felt like that. And so we talked, it was probably like 1:30, 2 o'clock, whatever. And I was just starting to do what I was doing there. And so basically I had like 6 to 7 hours of sunlight left. And I knew I wanted
7 is generous.
Right. 7 is generous.
It ain't getting dark at 9 p.m.
And so I knew I had some exploring that I wanted to do, whatever. So I did that, and I'm constantly checking my watch, like, what time is it? What, like, and I still needed to eat. I still needed to make a stop at the store or whatever and still get back to my destination before the sun even thought about setting. And it was just like, it was one of the things, like, it was so uncomfortable. Like, the people was like looking at me. And granted, in this entire city / town, I did not see one other colored person, which was probably the most uncomfortable thing to me. Like, when I say I ain't see one other than myself, I didn't see nobody else.
Well, you know I'm not a naturey person. I hate nature. So you never catch me up there.
Yeah.
Not for anything. But yeah, fuck all that.
Bro,
I'll be
listen,
uncomfortable going to like really country places.
and what made it like even more like a little fucked up for me, when I got to this destination and I was going to check into the place that I was staying at, they had the nerve to have a no concealable weapons picture on the door. Like, first of all, a black man in this town / city, and you want me to feel safe with y'all people just roaming around. I don't know what the fuck. I ain't never been here before. Nah, like, it ain't no way me and Nina not about to be in the building and 3 of her sisters with her. Like, I just can't. So I feel like that was gonna even odds. And like, what didn't make it any better for me was there was a police station right next door to this place. And I was like, in my head, at first I was like, oh, it's a police station next door, I'm good. And I was like, you know what? Fuck that. No, I'm not.
So how do I approach this topic? I'm not. I was gonna talk about the police situation, but I'm not approaching that topic.
It's okay. But yeah. And I'm gonna leave it there. If anybody want to have a conversation about that, I'm open to giving my input. But yeah, no. Needless to say, I did not feel safe. And that's very rare for me, because anywhere I go, I always feel safe because of my capabilities and who I am and X, Y, and Z. And sometimes the people that I be with. But yeah, no, I did not feel safe whatsoever.
Would you have felt more safe if I was there?
Probably. I would have felt like the odds were even. In this small place, we probably would have been like Rambo and somebody.
Zorro.
Yeah.
I want to be Zorro.
That's fine. But yeah, we would have took a whole lot of motherfuckers out.
I just want to say to the fans of this pod, this is completely unrelated to what you're talking about. But if you guys happen to see a picture of a guy that looks like me in a luchador mask, Jesus Christ, it's me. I'm just letting y'all know right now that if I have the opportunity to be wearing a luchador mask, I'm gonna do it. And I say that because that picture may be coming very soon. So,
jeez Louise. But yeah, no, that was my week. And but yeah, I made it out. I'm still here, still producing for y'all. So, I'm alive. Grateful for that. But yeah.
You think I'm narcissistic?
Do I think that you're narcissistic? I don't think that you are, but do I feel like you have narcissistic ways? Sure.
Have you ever dated anybody that was narcissistic? Oh, wait. I learned today. Well, okay. I didn't learn. I realized today, though. And I wish I had, like, a dad or an OG to tell me this shit. But, like, no matter what you and a girl go through, you can never say shit about it. Like, you always supposed to, like, hold it down. Like, you ain't, like, as a man, you ain't never supposed to say shit.
I don't think
I just kind of realized that today, though.
Okay, so, well, let me ask this real quick. Do you feel like, because this just popped up in my head, do you feel like narcissism or a person that's narcissistic is also conceited?
I mean, I feel like given the definition of the word, you kind of have to be conceited to be narcissistic.
Okay, So I wouldn't say that I have. Oh, never mind.
Fuck the controversy. Let's
Yeah,
go. Let's
no,
go.
I have date. I wouldn't
Let's
even call
go.
that a
Let's
date.
go. Let's
I
go.
fuck with somebody that has been narcissistic. In my eyes, I feel like they've been narcissistic.
Mm.
And I'm gonna break it down why I feel like that, because this person, like, everything started off cool, kosher, like we was, vibing, fucking with each other, but then it got to a point where, like, whether it was we was cool, whether we was kind of arguing, whatever, like they played victim, they made the shit about themselves, like they was just it was only them. It was never me.
Mm.
And it got to a point, like, I know you don't like this word, but like the shit got toxic.
I bet it did.
It did.
Super toxic.
And like I couldn't no more. Like, if you ain't seeing the parts that you fucked up on, and you can't take accountability and responsibility for how you're projecting and putting out all of these actions and things, like, what are you doing trying to be in a relationship with somebody?
So, okay, based upon that, and to answer my first question, I don't think I can be narcissistic because I'm very accountable.
I don't think that you're all about yourself, though. I don't think that you make situations all about yourself. Do I feel like you can? 100%. Anybody can.
So the traits I feel like I do have out of narcissism, I guess, like, everybody know I'm cocky because, like, that's just who I am. I'm flashy. I'm cocky. I don't give a fuck. I'm never not gonna believe in myself. Suck my dick. Like, I don't care.
Respect it.
There's no, not respectfully. Disrespectfully.
No, I said respect it.
Oh. So yeah, I definitely do that one, and I'm also like, well, I feel like that's it. As far as like the narcissism goes, like I'm not really. I think about other people more than I think about myself. 90% of the time.
Same.
I am very accountable for my actions. If I did something fucked up, I'll admit to it. You know what? I'm sorry, I did that. That was fucked up.
Right.
Every single time I'm gonna admit to it. Mostly because, like, without accountability, I really don't feel like you could really be a man for real without being accountable for your bullshit. Like, if you fuck up, apologize.
Yeah, but also with that apology, it need to be action.
No, for sure, and I get that, right? I'm just not to that level of my healing process. Yes, I get healing process. Yeah, I guess, but you can take accountability, apologize, and then for a long period of time not repeat actions, and something might come up where you could take that road on the left, which is change behavior, or you can take that road on the right, which is go back to what I know.
Yeah.
And as humans, since we're habitual creatures, most of the time we're going to take that road on the right because we already know this. This is what I do. This is a habit of mine.
Basically, it's like what people call fight or flight.
Yeah.
And compare, like, just kind of like dumb it down and just compare it to something. It's kind of like a fight or flight moment.
Well, I get what you're saying with that. But also, it could just be dumbed down to as simple as I'm put in a moment and I'm expected to have an immediate reaction for whatever this moment gives me, right? And if you're expected to have an immediate reaction, you're going to go to the one that you've done before, the one that you know.
Right. And that's why I say, like, and I feel like we've talked about this, but that's why I say, like, sometimes it's all about the communication with shit. So, like, say that's a thing for you. Say you having a conversation with your girl, and y'all are at odds, and y'all just, like, at each other's necks, like, not screaming and yelling, cussing, whatever, but, like, just at each other's necks, just total disagreement. And it gets to a point where it's like, she like, damn, let's take a second, and then you like, nah, fuck that, versus, like, she be like, no, let's take a second, and then you be like, okay, cool, and then we take a second, we go deliberate with ourselves, and then we come back because we took the time to calm down, think about shit, and then we come back, and it's like, I see your point of view, but this is mine. And, like, she like, okay, I see your point of view, but this is mine. Like, although y'all can disagree, it's still, like, at a sense where it's like, y'all not trying to just tear each other down.
So I had that this week with one of the homies.
Okay.
Right? My bad. I tried that out. I don't know if it worked. Now we gonna see.
I don't think it did.
Bro, I'm trying to be like more essay, bro. I'm trying to be like, more, trying.
Go ahead.
God damn. Y'all don't let me do shit. But nah. So for real though, like one of the homies would be like, we had like a disagreement. Like I wouldn't even call it a major disagreement because to me it wasn't even major like that. Maybe to them it was, but to me it wasn't major.
Yeah.
It was just like a little. I think one way, you think another way. I'm trying to help. You didn't take it that way.
Right.
Whatever. Right. But I gave it time. Like I didn't press it. I was like, you know what? Take whatever time you need. I'm gonna give you the space you need to think about everything you need to think about, and then whenever you're ready to come back and we can talk about it whenever. Like it don't matter to me. And so we spoke about it, and the resolution to it was just agree to disagree.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have your perspective. I'm gonna have mine.
Right.
But also, I don't like, regardless of how the other person was feeling about it. In the grand scheme of things, it really wasn't that major of an issue. So when you agree to disagree, it's kind of like, all right, let's move past this bullshit. Like let's just not have it happen again. But like, fuck it.
Because you don't want to argue and you don't want to go back and forth. You just don't want to talk about it no more. And like y'all come to terms with, like you said, y'all gonna agree to disagree, and that's just gonna be that. And now we move forward.
Well, yeah, but I also think you can apply that to a relationship.
But also sometimes if you sit here and think about it, whether it's friendships or relationships, if you sit here and think about it, like you could genuinely be right, whether you the man or the woman, and the other person just not letting up, and now you just sit here, you just chuck it up, and you just be like, all right, fuck it, like they got it, I'm gonna just let it ride out.
Well, yeah,
because like you don't. That's what I mean by like you don't want to argue, you don't want to go back and forth no more. So it's like fuck it, like if they genuinely and truly not seeing my point of view and how, not even necessarily that I'm right, but just like you not hearing me, like you just you hear and believe what you want to hear right now,
and that's straight. But on issues that really aren't that deep, like I get it if, and I'm just gonna bring this back to relationships. I'll just bring it. Umbrella it, right? If me and my girl is arguing about some stupid shit, like maybe she ain't like she ain't like that they elected a pope from Chicago.
Okay.
And obviously I'ma love that they elected a pope from Chicago, right? So like maybe we like at an impasse about that shit. Like that's really not an important issue. It really don't got shit to do with us, right? And the same thing with like me and my homeboy. Maybe me and my homeboy, like he likes the Yankees, I like the Red Sox or some bullshit, right? Like that's still my homie at the end of the day. We gotta stop making everything a fucking thing. Some things is really just not that important to go back and forth about all the time.
It's not. Especially
like if you're trying to, and I'm not the guy to ever preach like keep your relationships healthy, because obviously look at me.
Toxic.
But I'm not toxic, toxical boy. But bro, like, little shit, you gotta let it go.
But you do. I'm gonna say this though. Yes, let it go. But like you do gotta work through that little shit too, though. Because sometimes that little shit can turn into something big, and then it's like, damn, you gonna look back and you gonna be like, damn, this shit was little. Now this shit big. Maybe I should have killed that shit when it was little.
Okay. I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying in a point of view perspective, right?
Okay.
So like if my point of view is this and your point of view is that, and it's just completely opposite, right? Is this one particular issue that big to have a point of view difference on? And I've had this in a relationship before where like she thought one thing, I thought another thing based upon our upbringings and the lives that we've lived to this point, our experiences, right? That issue really wasn't that big, and we let the shit get a lot bigger than it needed to be.
Yeah.
Sometimes you could say, listen, me and you don't see eye to eye on this fucking thing, but who gives a fuck?
Yeah. Because it's always you and that person versus the problem, and not you versus the person.
And like, a lot of people take it as if there's a problem in the middle and we're on different ends, I
just thought about like that's some real shit. About I'm sorry. I know I fucked you up with that. But like you and your person versus the problem versus you versus your person versus the problem. It's never that. It shouldn't be that. But go ahead. That can be for another day. I'm sorry. We just had to clock that shit real quick. Go ahead.
I was making like this whole.
I know. Go
alliteration with
ahead.
my
I'm
answer
sorry.
thing,
I'm so
like, I
sorry.
was- Okay. Anyway, but like, you just said what I was gonna say. The problem isn't the middle. That's not where we're fighting at. We're not fighting at the problem. Let's just say me and Lonnie, for example, fuck all this like talking about relationships and shit. Let's talk about us. Maybe he thinks one thing is right, and I think something completely opposite of that is right, right? Well, the problem's still the problem. In the real world, the problem's still gonna be the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he thinks that immigrants should be deported, and I think that they shouldn't. Cool. The issue is the immigrants getting deported. What his view or my view on this shit is really has nothing to do with our friendship. But also, that's the issue right there. We're not against each other.
Nah. And like I said before, me and this motherfucker ain't going nowhere. I don't care what nobody say. Even if this nigga die or I die,
Whoa.
we both gonna be going with each
You
other.
just wished death on me.
I didn't, not at all. I'm just saying, like, he ain't going nowhere, nigga. Nowhere.
I really want to say I thought I told you that we won't stop, but I don't think this is the right time to do that.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, no, like it should always be in a relationship standpoint, you and your partner versus the problem versus you versus the problem versus your partner. Is that simple. But I'm gonna leave that there for another day, where whether it's me venturing off to a different segment or me and Vic gonna handle that. But it should be that for sure.
Do you think it's difficult to date a narcissist, not to like completely just, but since we're moving past that?
Do I feel like it's difficult? Yes and no. I'm gonna tell you why. Yes, because some people is just not built and equipped to handle that kind of person. Although this person may look inside and out to you, they may look like that person for you. Qualities there, physical traits there, like whatever, it may all be there. But then you find this little flaw that they are just narcissistic.
That's a little flaw. Yo, if it's a little flaw, bro.
Okay.
Okay. I ain't got
okay.
no flaws.
If it gets to a point where you find this flaw
Uh-huh.
or issue or problem, whatever you want to call it, about this person that you're pursuing, dating, married to, whatever, and it's like, damn, like, this is maybe not the one thing, but this is one of the biggest things that is kind of like blinding me in a sense, to this person that I'm seeing, dating, talking to, married to, whatever. And so like, how to deal with that, or can you deal with that? Yeah, you can, but if you strong enough to deal with that mentally, you got it. But I'm gonna tell you why you also can't, because like some people just not, it's going opposite of what I just said, but they just not built or equipped for that. But at the same time, some people just need to humble them fucking selves. It's that simple. Some people need to humble themselves and come back to earth and like, you ain't all that. You're not.
Stop looking at me. Stop looking at me.
No, I'm not looking at you. I'm just talking to you.
I'm
talking to you. I'm talking to them. But like, some people just,
I ain't hearing all that.
they just not all that, and that's cool. Like, they not like, you can think that all day.
I really want to get into one of the topics on the topics list, but we can't right now because we're on other topics. But
we can hold it off. But I'm just saying,
sparked something in me.
like, you not that. Like, and it's cool if you think that and like that's what you believe, and cool. But like,
if somebody believed that shit though, and I'm just gonna speak from a personal stance, right? If somebody truly believes that shit about themselves, you're not gonna convince them otherwise.
okay, and that's fine.
Like you'll be at an impasse forever, because if somebody is truly like confident to the point where they not insecure about nothing about themselves, regardless of what it is, maybe it's against the carceral norms, maybe it's people say it's wrong, right? if they're that confident in who they are as a person, they're never gonna agree with you.
And I feel that because I'm gonna say this. I am very confident in what I do, who I talk to, who I interact with throughout life, but I am also very humble at the same time.
So, truly by definition, hold on, let me look this word up. Real quick. Truly by the definition of narcissism, right?
Oh, I had it pulled up.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well,
It's basically somebody that is obsessed with themselves.
is a disorder, or narcissistic personality disorder is a mental health condition in which people have unreasonably high sense of their own importance. Okay.
So, yeah.
By definition, what that is saying is if other people do not see you as important as you see yourself, then you are narcissistic.
Right.
By that definition, I would fall under it.
You think so?
But I mean, maybe.
I'm gonna say this, and this is just me knowing you after 5 years of our friendship. I genuinely, and I'm not saying it just because like you my best friend, you my brother, like genuinely, I don't feel like you self-center yourself to where you like the most important person in the world.
No, but based upon just the definition, the definition I just read, right? You see yourself in a higher position
Than anybody else.
than the rest of the world sees you as, right?
I don't feel like that's you,
Now,
though.
I feel, but here's the thing, right? I aspire to be in a position that other people just don't see yet.
So
right?
you're just envying.
No, I'm not envying shit. There's no envy there. I see a vision for myself.
Okay,
I see a vision
listen,
for myself for the future.
and that's fine. You can envision that, and like one day you will execute that. But right now, I don't feel like that would be a thing for you to be narcissistic. But just because you see a vision of being in that place that someone else is.
So, we talked about a little bit about how my brain works earlier, like last week, right? And I was in the gym today, lifting some weights, and I don't know what award show I was at, but I was accepting an award in this daydream I had. And in the daydream, I was like, obviously, thank you to all the fans, love you, appreciate you. You're the only reason I'm here where I'm at right now. To my family, I hope you're finally proud of me. But then the last thing I said was, and if you ever didn't believe or think I couldn't be where I'm at right now, suck my dick.
Sound like some big shit to say.
Like, fuck you, bitch. If you ever in your life, to me, and this might be narcissistic, it might not, don't believe in me personally, fuck you, bitch. I don't need you nowhere around me.
That's fair.
And I mean, and when I say bitch, I don't mean female. I mean man or woman. Fuck you, bitch. And I'll call grown ass men bitches. I slap them in their face too. I don't care. Fuck they gonna do. Like, come on now. But having said that, I don't need any type of negative energy around me.
Yeah.
Like, that's where I'm at right now, bro. If you're bringing negativity into my life, gone somewhere.
Gotta get on through.
If you want to work and build and achieve shit that's unattainable, fuck with me. Fuck with me if you fuck with me. That's what we say every episode, right? Fuck with me if you fuck with me. All right. So now, me talking about, do I think dealing with a narcissistic person is difficult? So by that definition that I just read, I feel like there's a lot of people that are narcissistic. But by my thoughts of narcissism, I don't think that there's anybody who is completely narcissistic, right? I think there's a lot of people that trend towards it, but I don't think that there's somebody who's 100% without it, like completely narcissistic. They just live their life that way.
Yeah.
I also like to think that almost everybody has remorse. Almost everybody has compassion. Almost everybody has a sense of accountability. Now, I could be completely wrong. Maybe I live in a fantasy world in that. But I think that if you find the right person for you, you're almost going to be narcissistic about them.
Oh, 100%.
Meaning you're going to love them and want to hype them so much that even if that is how their thought process works, you're going to champion that. You're going to applaud that. And I can only speak for myself, right? But for me personally, when I have a girl, she's the most beautiful girl in the world. And I tell her that every single day. She is the most loved person in the world because I love her more than anything could possibly love another thing. Mm-hmm. And I tell her that every single day. Like, and a lot of girls expect this type of treatment. But if I got a girl, she a princess, bro. She can do no wrong. She can't have a wrong thought. She can't have a wrong action. Yo, fuck it. She killed somebody. All right, well, they probably deserve this shit.
And where we're burying the body.
Right? So, to me, I don't believe that dealing with a narcissistic person would be difficult if I truly loved and cared about them. Because I'm right there with you. Oh, you the hottest shit? You are the hardest. Ain't a badder bitch than you.
I swear.
Ain't a thicker bitch than you. Damn, you beautiful. Shit, you prettier than the most pretty model in the world. You beautiful.
Man.
Fuck wrong with these people.
And I'm going to say this real quick. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I'm going to say this. This is just personally, but like hearing it from him, like it just validated it a little bit more for me. But like complimenting your woman every day, whether it don't matter what she look like throughout the day, off the wake up, out the shower, just putting on that dress, hell, going to take a shower, like whatever action throughout the day. Me personally, I just feel like you should express to your woman at any given point throughout the day, you the most beautiful woman in the world.
You got to. So personally,
and however you say it to her, like just say it, like straight up.
Personally, I like to do that shit on the wake up. Like a guy like me likes to kiss before we brush our teeth. I know motherfuckers gonna say that's nasty or whatever. Cool.
If you comfortable enough with a person, you'll do it.
Nah, I'm kissing my bitch as soon as we wake up. I don't give a
But
damn.
I'm just saying, if you comfortable enough. But what I mean by that is like, hypothetically, if you meet some chick tonight, you beat. Wake up next morning.
Beat.
Listen,
okay.
You wake up next morning and
having some confidence in me today. I'm beating.
You kiss her next morning, right?
Probably not.
Exactly.
But if
it's your girl,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, if it's your girl and y'all been together for some time, I'm not just kissing
anybody before they.
Y'all exclusive. Y'all getting deeper and shit, and like off the wake up, you at the crib or she at the crib, and you roll over like, "Good morning, babe." Like,
nah, I got it. No, okay. Let me clarify that. I gotta be waking up to my girl all the time, like constantly.
That's fine.
Constantly before I start kissing her without brushing no teeth.
That's perfectly fine. What I'm saying, one of y'all waking up off the wake up. And it's like, boom, like, damn, good morning, beautiful. Yeah. Good morning, handsome.
I'm not doing that to
First of all, hey, let me tell you something.
I'm not doing that to the girl that I beat tonight, though.
Wait, fuck all that. You wake up and you say, good morning, handsome. I ain't gonna hold you.
You about to get some dick.
What?
You gonna get some dick today.
Don't tell me that. And I already know I'm ugly. Don't tell me that. It just boosted my confidence by 0.1%. Fuck you talking about?
She's talking about you look handsome today. I'll be like, I know, bitch. No, I'm playing. See? I'm playing too much, I'm playing. But like, I'm a playful ass dude though.
Yeah,
like,
no, for sure.
Because at the same time of me telling my girl she beautiful, like once you my girl, I'm gonna tell you beautiful every day. And even like other women in my life, I be telling them they're beautiful. Like shorty that's down at the beach right now. I'll be telling her she's beautiful all the time. At the same time as that, like when we're in the flirting stage, I'm definitely gonna hit you with you mad decent. You mad decent, shorty.
Mad decent is crazy.
Like you alright.
Crazy.
You alright. Like you tough. Like you cute, but you alright though. Cause you gotta be able to like have that little playful like shit back and forth.
But I do feel like I'm gonna say this. And I might get some backlash for this, but I don't really care. I feel like the females that are overly confident and cocky.
Oh,
Well, I'm gonna just say cocky because you can't be confident and cocky. You can only be one or the other. But the females that are overly cocky, just because a nigga might be smiling in their face or giving them compliments or just realistically without them even knowing, trying to fuck, like y'all too cocky for me. And the only reason I say is because like you will turn down a nigga that's being genuine to you versus a nigga that's like, oh damn, like you the baddest female I ever seen in my life. Whoop, whoop, wah, 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 wah,
That
wah.
second one's me. I'll be telling every bitch that. But okay,
But
no,
hold on,
no,
wait.
wait, hold on. Let me correct myself before you continue because I don't want them to think the wrong thing. I'm never gonna tell a mid bitch that she looks like fucking that she's beautiful. She's the baddest female in the world. But if I genuinely think like, yo, you are it, then yes, I'm gonna gas you.
And that's fine. But I'm saying like, cause I've witnessed this stuff firsthand where like a female be like, oh, I'm that bitch. Like I do this, I do that. Whoop de whoop. I look like this, better than the next bitch. Whoop de whoop. And it's like on a scale of 1 to 10, in my book, and everybody book different. But like you a whole ass 5 out here. 5, maybe 6 at that on a good day. But like if this what your
6 on
good
a
day
good
look
day is
like,
crazy.
then I'm scared. Like dead ass. But like some of y'all females need to be humbled. And I ain't this a real ass nigga talking. A nigga that know he ugly for real. Like y'all need to find yourselves. Y'all need to humble yourselves a little bit because all that, oh, I can get any nigga I want. Like this nigga in my face, that nigga in my face, whoop, whoop, all these niggas in my phone. Bye.
Can I tell a very real truth real quick? Men will fuck anything.
That is true.
Men will fuck and every.
That's because it's very few. But niggas has no standards for themselves whatsoever
at all. They just want pussy.
But when it comes to females, a lot of females be like, oh, I got standards, I got this, I got that. But like y'all don't have standards. Y'all just have a list of things that y'all want in a man that you'll never get because you don't hold to your standards. You just find 1 or 2 things off that checklist, and then it's like, oh, he got those 2 things. Let me see what he about, and then y'all get y'all heart broken, and now you looking stupid because he didn't check off the other 4 things that's on your checklist. But you're settling.
But okay, so I know we've been on women the last week, 2 weeks about ignoring red flags or like settling for shit, right? But how do you truly know somebody's character before you know it?
That person gonna show you.
Like, but
that person gonna show you by action. That person gonna show you by consistency. That person gonna show you by discipline. Because if you sit down and you talk to a person every single day for 6 months, let's just say 6. Let's just put the time frame of 6 months.
I'm talking about week 1 though. I'm talking about week 1. How you supposed to know?
You cannot judge like somebody's intentions or anything based off of 7 fucking days. You cannot.
So I'm trying to shoot some bail right now. Like you can't know somebody's character until you really are around them like that. Yeah, you really got to spend time on people like that before you can know their character. Now, some people show their true colors really early on, right?
Yep.
But some people are really good at hiding their flaws.
Right.
Some people are really good at concealing, like, and they might be self-conscious about it. Yo, I know this one thing, I feel like it makes me a piece of shit, right? I know this one thing that I do always fucks up every relationship. So let me conceal that until the point where it needs to be a thing in the relationship. Like, let me not show him or her how I really feel about this subject until we get there. So, to shoot everybody some bail that we kind of been shitting on for the last 2 weeks. In some instances, you're not going to be able to know people's true intentions,
right,
before you get to that point.
It just takes time. Like you have to allow that to build. No, from a female's perspective, even some men, you have to, like, they're gonna have barriers. They're gonna have walls up, guards up, where a person just gonna have to like chisel away at these layers. And that's why I said it's all about consistency. It's all about somebody's drive. It's all about discipline. It's all about these different things that build up to somebody actually getting into someone's space, getting into somebody's mind and soul, and just being there for them, with them, and just learning that person, so that way you can chisel this stuff down to where like at some point you ain't even got to fight no more, because all this shit is gonna come natural. You gonna continue to show this person I'm here for X, Y, and Z, not A, B, C, and then we just gonna rock out like that. And if anything come up to where the point where like I need to explain some shit to you, or you don't like something, like we can just hit it head on. And it ain't even gotta be the insecurity bullshit that you feel like you still have, or that you still got weighing over you. Like that shit is dead and gone. Like that's in your past. Like we need to focus on your present and your future.
So I've made this point multiple times before, and I'm just going to reiterate it. This is why I feel like you have to go through a major event with somebody before you truly know if this relationship is going to work out or not. Because in times of turmoil, that's when people really show their true colors. That's when people really show how they're going to get when shit goes bad.
Right.
And until you experience with that with somebody, you can't plan for a future with them.
You can't.
Because let's say everything been good. Shit been sweet for the first year of my relationship, right? And I'm like, you know what? This girl's perfect. We don't ever have no problems. Let me marry her. Right? That's dumb. Nobody is perfect, and there is not one single friendship, relationship, anything in this world other than associates or acquaintances that you'll never have a problem with.
Right.
Because real life is always going to happen. No matter what your relationship with this person, this might be my best friend. Real life gonna happen. We gonna go through some shit. This might be the love of my life. Real life gonna happen. We gonna go through some shit. And until you actually get to that point, you're never gonna know how they're gonna react, what's gonna come out their mouth. Like, some people panic under times of pressure. Some people fold under pressure.
Right.
Real shit's gonna happen every single day, though. So that's why I've been so like on it, that everybody needs to go through some shit before they decide if they want to be with that person for the rest of their life or not. Because until then, you're never gonna know. You'll never fucking know.
That's true.
I actually had... Nah, I can't say that. Never mind. Can't say that. But to know somebody's true character, that's what we're talking about, right? Knowing somebody's true character. To know somebody's true character, you are going to have to go through something bad. I'm not just going to say something bad.
You got to go through some shit.
Yeah. You got to get in the mud.
That's the only way you going to make it out, for real. Like, you got to know. You got to learn how to fight. You got to learn how to dig deep. You got to learn how to pick and choose your battles, really.
But what I'll also say is this is me growing, and a lot of people aren't gonna agree with what I'm about to say, that from me it coming out of my mouth, though. Sometimes you gotta let that petty bullshit go. Like, sometimes you gotta say, you know what? I fuck with this person on such a deep level. I'm not gonna do it to him. And I know what I'm capable of, right, but I'm not gonna do it to him. Like, I feel like in the last 3-4 years, I finally learned that shit. Like, today, I finally learned that shit. Based upon the last 3-4 years, like, if you really love and respect that person how you say you do, you're not gonna do the petty bullshit. You're not gonna do the shit that you know you could hurt them with. Because I can't speak for everybody, but I know for me, in every relationship with every single person I have, whether it be a friend, whether it be a significant other, I got that big joker.
Right.
I know exactly where I could take this to end this whole shit. But you got to learn not to use it. Mm. You got to learn, like, yo, if you really are everything that you say about this person, shut your fucking mouth. Don't say that shit. And it took a while to get there, but eventually you got to get there. That's part of my growing process, part of my healing process.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck else to tell these people.
All right, well, I feel like we've taken them on enough of a lecture, enough of a journey. Yo, we ain't had really no jokes this episode, bro.
We haven't.
This wasn't really like
I feel like this episode and then the one before last has been
2 episodes ago was crazy.
Has been like a realistic episode.
2 episodes ago was nuts.
It was
insane. Last episode was fun though.
Oh yeah, we had a good time.
Last episode was fun. I feel like we had to like go through that valley to get to like
the mountaintop.
The new shit.
Yeah.
But I feel like this one kind of been like just spitting some facts real quick.
Had to. Sometimes it's good for that realness. You got to dig in people's ass sometimes.
Pause.
Right.
That's kind of wild. I think I just hit the gra a bunch of times. Thank you guys for joining us. It's been another episode of Do Say Nice with LV, episode 82.
Continue to like, comment, share, subscribe, all platforms, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify,
Patreon.
Apple Podcasts. Patreon is coming real soon. It's here, actually.
It is here. If you do want to get in on it right now, go ahead and do that. Having said that, there's nothing uploaded to it yet, so
it's
I don't.
Not. So just be patient with us.
Yeah, just give me a minute on it.
Yep.
But it is a real thing finally. So yeah, we will have a lot of
just stick around and be patient.
Different content coming on Patreon. Merch coming soon, very, very soon. Like literally, I'm in the process of finalizing details to then get the merch. So that's literally where we're at. But thank you guys for joining us again. I am out of liquor and I am limiting myself to 1 cup an episode now. So fuck it. Just like that, we gone.